COVID-19 has affected us in so many ways. So many of us get affected mentally, physically, financially, and around the world right now, people cannot find jobs, they don't have security, we don't know what to do. I mean, even myself, I was having my show with audience and now I can't do that anymore. So I'm finding different ways to reach out to my audience and share the insights my guests come on my show to share with everyone. So today we are going to talk about how to find and start your financial freedom. And I have a great guest. He's going to help us understand and take us step by step to feel and be secure about our financial. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Empowering Humanity Show with Aimmee Kodachian, where you can find inspiration, education, healing, peace, and hope. Today's guest, Edward Garapetian, CEO of the World Financial Group. He has 9 years of experience in the financial industry. And now, let's welcome Aimmee and her guest.
Well, Edward, welcome to my show.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Of course, as you know, my show's about empowering humanity, and we can empower humanity through finances, because when we're financially secure, we could feel better about ourselves, we could live our purpose, we can do a lot of things in our lives that normally we cannot really do. It's kind of vehicle to get us to where we want to go. Is that correct?
I totally agree with you. It probably is one of the vehicles which just can help you to achieve some goals in your life. But before we're moving forward, I'd like to say how much we appreciate what you're doing, because in my opinion, before achieve any goals in your life, you have to be emotionally and mentally prepared to achieve something in your life, and be empowering is one of the biggest stuff what you can do in your life. Thank you so much to have
me. Thank you. It's nice to have you. I have heard about your story, and by the way, everyone, I am Armenian, and Edward is Armenian too, but we come from a different countries, right? I come from Lebanon and you come from...
I grew up in Georgia. Mm-hmm. Yes, I grew up in Georgia. City of Sukhumi is the capital of Abkhazia today. It was part of the Georgia.
So it's a lot of people, they don't understand Armenians are everywhere in the world. After the 1915, they separated, and we have my grandparents run from the war, and then yours too, but each one went to different countries, and this is how we are everywhere right now as Armenians. But we come together all the time and support each other, and I am so glad to have you on the show. And I know you have the same kind of mission, and I could see why you have the same kind of mission, because when we come from that kind of background, you lived through war, your grandparents who lived through war, so we understand what it means to empower humanity, and we want to have peace. So what you're doing right now, you're serving humanity through finances to make them feel secure and give them the good power that we need, not the power we want to take over different people's life or anything like that. So we want to learn, how can we be secure in our finances? What do we need to do? And how important for us to have a life insurance? Is it important to have it? Please educate us about that.
Oh, thank you so much, Aimmee. I believe number one thing what we have to pay attention is not how to do it stuff, but why you have to do it, and everything starting the point what you want in your life. Mm-hmm. And we understand we live in an economic planet today, and we live country, one of the richest country in the world, and one of the most successful country in the world. I came to this country 20 years ago from Georgia. I changed 3 countries before I moved to United States as an immigrant. My family was very good known family in my country. We have a good life. My father was businessman, And I go to school, and my education is Russian. I have my master's degree in physics and mathematics. I have engineering degree in a cooling system for spaceships. And come to United States, I believe I'm going to work for NASA, and I'm going to do something for spaceships, for humanity. We're doing something with space. Unfortunately, I was not accepted. My background, no English, no papers, so answer was kind of no, and I have to find and support my family. I start work. I was 29 years old, and I go to school to improve my English, start as a security guard part-time basis. And after I like to make more money, I would like to help my family to achieve financial dreams and goals, because American dream is still in life, and I would like to know how I can do it. And I realized I have to find some job where I can make real money. And my friends told me, if you like to make good money, probably you have to find some profession. And they told me electrician doing good money. And I become electrician. For a while I work as electrical contractor work. Yeah, I work for the different companies for 5 years. And one day I decided to open my own business. Because I realized doesn't matter how hard you work for somebody else, you're probably never going to achieve your financial dreams, goals. And
so you opened your own business?
Yeah, I opened my own electrical firm. Okay. It was pretty cool. I was excited. First year we hit around $100,000 income. And at that point I will become very excited. I will become married. We start having kids. We bought our first house, and it looks like we have all great future.
The American dream. You were living the American dream, kind of.
Yeah, going to that direction, which was also very emotional, especially for my parents, because I promised them I'm going to achieve something in this country. Yeah, and I need just a vehicle which I can use to achieve these dreams and goals in my life. So I was excited until 2007, 8, 9, when the recession started in the United States. And construction started working in California specifically. They started building houses and construction stopped. And my business started going down. And at that point, we already have second baby. So right now I started to support my business. And financially I can, and I become a genius idea, go to bank and ask money. They give me loans, and I start borrow. In 2 years, I borrowed around $85,000, so I was minus $85,000. And one day I received a call from bank. They told me I have to return my now. If I don't, they're gonna leave my house. They're gonna take my car away. So they're gonna find a way how to pressure. And I need to find a solution. So I didn't know where to find a solution.
So what happened is you were stable. Then the economy went down. You thought you were stable. You thought you were stable financially. You had a business, but then in the end you were working not to survive, you were working to keep your business flow. So you're working just to keep your business, and you couldn't keep up anymore, right? So you lost everything?
I don't lost everything. I just closed the business because I feel out it doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
So I have to find solution in my life. And I realized I have absolutely not educated about finance. So I don't understand main idea of the finance, and I read a lot of books about it, and I believe the best definition of finance was saying you're going to work for money and the rest of your life until one day you understand how to make money work for you.
That's a good one. So what you're saying here, you can run your business, you can have children, you could you could live the American dream, but one day, if everything comes down, if you don't have education and how to run it and what you do with it to protect yourself, then you don't have a freedom.
Absolutely. And the second one, I find out about myself, I absolutely don't have understand about the business, because it's a full way how to make money is you can become employee, second you're going to become self-employee, third one is business owner, and fourth one you investor. And there's a Robert Kiyosaki, I believe, have a powerful book regarding that. But I was in my business, I called this business, but what it really was, I was a self-employee. I have to be on a job site, always make money. If I'm not there, my business not move forward. And because I don't know how to create passive income.
So then what happened after that? How you switched this around?
I was introduced to my friend called me saying, Edward, I would like to introduce some business, which is you have to come show up, and this business about the finance. We educate people with money. You like to learn? I say no. and my wife say yes to that, and we go to one of the orientation classes.
Wives are smart.
Always. yeah. And well, I so much appreciate it, and because you see, sometimes we have points in life when you feel down, and you don't see where's the light up, but you need some friends, somebody next to you who can see and be more calm. Sometimes maybe it's she, sometimes it's me, but it depends.
Sure,
it's a partnership.
both helps each other. Yes.
And we go to orientation class, and my wife told me we have to start. I say no, she say yes, I say no, and I say you started. Basically, I'm not in. I think logically.
Not interested. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel logically, I will probably not succeed in the business because my English is very poor. And I have no idea about finance. I have no clue about money, and what I know physics and mathematics. So that's what I know. And my logical thoughts told me I probably will not succeed in this business. And she started the business, and I started supporting her. Almost 9 months later, we paid debt, and we become zero. We pay almost $85,000 out, and we become zero. And this is the time where I start paying attention.
You start to pay attention.
I start paying attention. I start learning. I started more books. I start to understand what it's all about.
Okay, so basically, you're saying education. It's very important to your finances, to learn about how you run your money and what you need to do.
And yes, I believe it's starting with our childhood, when you grow up, and we have a certain way of programming. Because our parents pass us knowledge and experience, and sometimes it's good knowledge, very useful, sometimes it's not very good, even they try to do our best. I believe we injected a lot of fear in us from childhood. It's starting from childhood. Let's say my parents love me so much, I love them to the death, and they like to protect me all the time, saying, Edward, be careful, you have to think, you have to measure everything 5-7 times before we make a decision. It's a smart way to do. But in today's world, this formula doesn't work anymore. So if you measure something 7 times today, somebody come and cut something, and it will be probably out of the business. So we have to be a little bit more smarter regarding this. And the second point, I believe people living in this beautiful country, United States, in all the world, they have to understand more about money. Because unfortunately, we don't have much education in the school today. And statistics shows today around 80% of people who live in the United States, they in a middle class family, and they're making paycheck to paycheck.
Well, they understand credit cards. I mean, basically, that's what the education is. That's what we, they're taught is credit card, but there is nothing else. There is no education about how to, unless you seek it, unless you ask for education. But the average person doesn't know much about protecting themselves.
Yeah, protecting yourself is very important, and I'm going to catch up on it. I believe it's the 2 biggest challenges what everybody want to do in his life or her life. Number one, we would like to improve our income. Number one, we have to work, we have to improve our income, we have to have multiple sources of income, we have to learn how to make money right way. So we have to build a business or understand the business. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It can be maybe you're a teacher or you're a doctor or any profession, you're a plumber, electrician, it doesn't matter. You have to learn something, how to run business. What is important in the business, you have to have a system which can work, and without you involved much. So I believe in America we have a formula which is calling franchising business, and it's worked pretty cool. But only stuff you cannot buy any franchise, pretty expensive. You have to spend a lot of money, and number one, we have to fix it if you improve your income, and number two, when you make money, you have to learn how to keep your money. Protect your money. And make money work for you.
Some people, they think making money is hard. I think keeping your money is harder. If you don't know what to do. Right? If you're not educated.
You see, with the programming, I have to go a couple of courses when I start this business. By the way, I'm so proud to be part of World Financial Group. I believe this company providing world-class education is a platform where you can come, learn, understand what it's all about. Our team name is Lighthouse team, which is we educate people there about finance. We're doing totally complementary, and because we understand Everybody needs two things: make money. Number two, keep your money, protect your money, and have to learn something about taxation and about how to make money work for you, safety possible way.
So your group teaches people how to save money and about taxation and all that stuff. Do you have classes and or just coaching one-on-one? How do you educate?
It's a both. Today we just did it physically, but because of COVID-19, right now we're doing on the Zooms, we're doing online. We're doing right now, it doesn't matter where you are in the United States today, we can call us, we can put it in our classes, which is Zoom classes. It's going to be 1 hour orientation class, where you have to learn, understand about yourself, what you want in your life, number one. And you have to have your FIN number, how much you're going to retire one day, how much money you need today. If you depend today on Social Security, good luck for you, I'll be honest. You have to find a way how to keep your money, how to plan your future. And there's a lot of tools available for finance today. And what our company does, we work, a lot of companies work, let's say 150 best companies in the United States. We can help find the best financial solution for you, for your family, or maybe for your business, based on your needs. And what we're talking about needs, everybody have different age, different budget, and different goals. So it cannot be one solution for everybody.
So not one size fits all.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Each person, you guide them in their own, what their needs are.
All the industry, I believe, failing right now in the United States because all companies just hiring salespeople. They try to sell you some product, and I like to be in a sell. There's nothing wrong about this, but in the same time, we understand if I'm selling some product, one product, I have to sell this, and I say this product is the best, which is cannot be true because everybody is different. So our company we educate people, and we can come to our classes and educate yourself and make your own decisions based on your knowledge. Choose the best product on your needs. And I believe I would like to make decisions on my knowledge, not on somebody else.
Yes. So would you say the first step to financial freedom is recognize, even if you're in business and you're very good at what you do, doesn't mean you know how to run your finances.
Yes, I totally agree with this.
So the first things maybe acknowledge that you're good what you do, whatever you're doing, but take the step to go and learn more about your finances to have financial freedom.
Yes.
Pay attention to that.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of people. I'm almost 10 years right now in the business, and during my career, I saw a lot of people making good money, but unfortunately, they didn't know how to keep it, how to protect it, how to manage it. And it's one of the biggest challenges they're doing. Even they believe they're doing the right way, but in my opinion, they don't do it the right way, because they can achieve much more in life and feel much better if they do it the right ways, but they don't know how to do it, which is lack of education. And these people who work so hard for money, or they run their businesses, let's say, they don't have time to educate themselves.
Or do you think I am successful in my business? I know what I'm doing. I don't need to learn because I know my finances. I know it all. But finance is totally different education. It's a whole different place that we need to learn about. Even if you were good what we're doing, we still need to pay attention. So a different education.
Yes, it's very important. It's different avenue, in my opinion, of finances. I'm learning every day, and something new in finance. Almost 10 years, we're learning daily, and we find out something new, and we're educating ourselves. Always some new product comes, situation is changed, new product coming up, and it's just unique and it's fun. I believe if you like to have financial freedom, you have to know why you're doing it. Number one.
Why you're doing it. That's number one. Okay.
And I can show why I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yes. Personally, you will never be financially free if you don't have financial education. Never. It doesn't matter how good you are. You will never become financially free if you don't have financial education.
You have to learn it, yeah.
Yeah. Number two, doesn't matter how much money you make today, one day you're going to gone from this planet. And you're going to leave everything to your kids, or whatever you plan it to be. I do this business not for my family, for my parents, for my sister, brother, for our community, for our friends, to everybody who knows me, and I like to be helpful and make changes in their life, guide them, educate them probably as much as I can. And I understand, and we understand, my wife, we like to have our kids, we want our kids to have a great future. And to do that, we have to educate them about the finance. And unfortunately, our schools don't do that today. It's not in the program. Colleges even don't do it properly way. We have a professor right now who's teaching about finance. They're broke. And I believe that people have to be experienced. They have to show by on the way. And who's going to educate our kids? Let's talk about our future. Your future, my future, or future about this country. Yeah. Or about our community. So our kids need a great future. This is what they need. And it doesn't matter what we're going to leave them, most important what they're going to do with this. We want to leave them success. And best success, what I can leave them is not money, it's knowledge. Education, yes. Knowledge. And they're going to say, oh, my father, let's say, teach me this, how to save this money.
This is what I love, because my father didn't leave me money. He left me his knowledge, he left me his wisdom, and I still remember his words and how he guided me. And even though he left when I was 25, I still carry the wisdom he shared with me. No matter how much money you leave, is nothing like the education. Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yes, and sometimes people spend a lot of time to educate some. Let's say I would like to educate myself. I have to read a lot of books. It's too much knowledge. I don't know where to guidance. Or sometimes we read books which is some books say this way, another book say different way. And because if I don't have basic knowledge, probably I will be confused. I believe we have a course right now which is helping people to understand your finance, what you needed, particularly you, and on your personal experience to fix your finance, number one. If you like to come and work with us, also it's possible. We're growing, by the way. We're one of the fastest growing business opportunity, in my opinion, today in the United States. People in America need today financial educations. So we're doing for adults, we're doing some classes for kids. We focus right now to help and move this country to the next level.
Seems like you're very passionate about this. You talk about it with passion. You want to really educate people about this, and this is comes from the heart. I could feel that you're talking about it from convincing. You're convinced about it, that people need education.
I can explain how my passion coming up. Let's say you grew up in the United States and people sometimes take it for granted. In my opinion, I grew up in a country where we don't have no water, sometimes no electricity. I saw war, and we was praying for one thing: God gives a peace. God just give us a peace and give us opportunity where you can help our families and support our families. And people grew up in America. I know a lot of people successful, great, but I believe we can do much more in this country, and we can do. Everybody have best opportunity. Grew up in the United States. They probably know English much better. They can read much better. They can do much better. They can have access to much better tools than I.
Yeah, well, they can't see it because they haven't been in your place and my place where we lived in a war and we didn't have water, electricity, and food, or whatever we'd been through. But it's good for us to stand up and say, okay, well, we get the opportunity from your country and now we want to pay it forward to turn around and help you. We get help from your country, now we want to help you. So that's pretty nice.
This has become my country right now.
Yes.
I'm becoming kind of fanatic of the United States. I would like to protect this country. I would like to do everything my best. I can move my heart, my mind, my soul. What I can do for this country give me a lot, and I so much appreciate it. This country give me peace, give me peace of mind, give me opportunity. Today protected my family. And how doesn't matter how we divide it today, we like this president or don't like this president or anybody else, we want one nation.
Yes.
And what you and me can do for this country is most important today. How, if you don't like something, how you and me can do something for these people.
Yeah.
How we can help and how to support and how we can serve our communities.
How can we move forward and serve. I see a book in your hand. Can you tell us a little bit? What is that?
It's one of the books, saying "Saving Your Future" is a very unique book. You can find online.
Here, right
Yes,
there.
you can see
Okay.
it. It's our World Financial Group. Make this book, and actually they produce this book. I believe this is a knowledge and wisdom of the generation of people who learn about finance. If you have no idea about finance, absolutely zero, you can open this book, read it, understand what it's about. Find what you need, and probably going to use tools available today in America to achieve your dreams and goals. And I just made it for you. It's for you.
Oh,
it's a
thank
present.
you.
You can use it. You can read it
Thank
for
you.
yourself.
I could always get more education. That
Yeah.
you know, it's always helpful. Absolutely.
It is. It is. It doesn't matter what level you are. It's pretty simple. In my opinion, it's the simplest possible way how to explain finance. What we did, we create a new program right now, which is we're trying to explain something very simple way. It doesn't matter what your financial situation is. If you come to our courses, we will understand what you have to know about finances. Simply without like challenges. A lot of people don't want to learn because they believe it's too complicated. So
And you make it simple.
we'd like to simplify as simple as possible.
Yes.
You have to find simple numbers in your life. Number one, you have to find out. I can explain if you like.
We're getting very close. You can go very quickly. Yes, we can. Go ahead.
So, number one, I believe people have to know if you plan to retire in the United States, how much money you need to retire in America, how much you would like to have monthly, how much you need annually, what number you need for this. Number two, between age right now and before you retire, what you have to do financially. Number one, you have to build this finance and you have to know your number. Number two, you have to learn how to protect yourself, because most valuable and most important and in our life is our life.
Yes.
And we have to learn how to protect it. Number two is very important in our life, is our health.
What's number three?
Yes, and number three is our retirement. Our
Retirement.
finance,
That's
yes.
it. And we could find this information. How can we get to your online classes?
Our online classes, if you find our on the Facebook right now on the social media, or you can call our Lighthouse partners in the social media, you can just click, just put your name, and you like to say, I would like to participate in classes. We're probably going to send you a link, you're going to validate it. It's going to be
And
around.
you could watch it.
Yeah, we try to do it in the morning section. We would like to do it in the evening sections. We try to help people to find time for this. And
Sure.
it's basically 45 minutes. So if your financial is important for you, can you spend 45 minutes of your life to learn about finance?
To learn about
See,
finances.
people preparing for waiting all 1 year or 2 years. So they and they don't have 45 minutes of the time
To protect themselves.
to learn.
So, yeah, I think whoever stayed that long to watch the show, they're probably interested to learn. And then hopefully they will gain something from your knowledge and require that video to watch.
For sure.
know.
You can do through us, not through us. I'm not much promoter myself, but you like to, we doing it, yes. I believe number one thing, find a way.
Find a way.
Find a way, solution.
Where
Doesn't
you're
matter
getting where you want to get your information, education, just find a way. That's beautiful. It's just not about you coming necessary. It'd be nice, but thank you so much. This is very nice way of ending the show by saying it doesn't matter if you're coming to me or not. Go find someone who can help you, right?
Absolutely. I believe it's very important to find the right place, right time, right people.
Right people who want to help you, not
Absolutely.
just anyone. Just go, but just find the right people who can help you, who you could resonate to.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. I
so much.
appreciate it. And we'll hope to have you again sometime soon.
For sure.
Okay. And for you, I hope you gained something from the wisdom Edward shared with us today, and you can apply it to your life. Even if you just pay attention a little bit more, you could be a business person and think like, okay, I can run my business, but finance education is totally different than any other education. It's completely separate. You might be genius in something, but finances is completely different education. So I really encourage you to find anyone or reach out to Edward or to someone who you could resonate to have security for your future and your children and your grandchildren future. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you next time.
If you would like to be part of the studio audience or would like to be involved, please visit EmpoweringHumanityTV.com. Sponsored by The Negotiator Mind, shifts your perspective on life. Red Valley Media Group, EasyWay.tv, and the Women's Federation for World Peace at WFWP.us.